Man, if I keep having easy Mondays like this, I'm gonna start to expect them. And that's bad in my line of work. Hey guys, this is Jace and welcome to episode 159 of My Road Show. Got some stuff to get into, let's get right into it. When I got in this morning, I was waiting on a lot of orders. The thing is that they were so far behind, I wasn't able to leave with them. So the machine centers continue to be a week behind. Good morning, everybody. We are getting started a little later than I'd like to have, but it's one of those routes where I am kind of not in a stressful situation today. It's 6 stops. Only one of them's an outlier. My last stop for tomorrow is really early in the route, so I'm not real worried about it. I'm thinking even if we do miss Cedar Edge, we'll still stop in Montrose and just go up there in the morning. My entire load is 3 units and 3 hand wraps, so weight is not going to be an issue today. I pulled a road report for, all the fires and stuff going around, and none of my route today is closed. Highway 13 in Meeker is still closed, so that kind of concerns me because I don't know if I'll be able to do the same thing I did last week and just go to Steamboat and then come back down. Then again, I haven't looked at the manifest for Thursday, Friday, so there might not be any junction on it at all. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So as far as I can tell, it's going to be a nice, easy, relaxing jaunt to Crested Butte, down to Gunnison, then over to Montrose. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Yeah, Randy and Joe from the Mobile Mechanics, man, they put that acid stuff on my truck, and the aluminum on the wheels didn't come out as shiny as they did on the Kenworth, but it was way prettier than it was. The thing is, the back trailer doors, they clean those too, and they're like a mirror, and I'm just like, oh dude, somebody's gonna get pissed off at that because I can see the shine that's shining down on the road in that mirror right there, and I'm just like, man, I'm hoping that it's bumpy enough that it doesn't blind somebody, but I'm really thinking that I want to put some kind of a grinder finish on that, like I did back in the sign industry. Like have one of those round abrasive pads that you put on your drill and just go and then it looks really cool. That wouldn't blind anybody. Or just take like a grinder with a sandpaper disc on it and just do like random grinder like they do in the elevators. That would look cool. But yeah, I feel like if we're gonna start cleaning the doors that well, and they're gonna be shining and blinding people, I gotta do something with it. It could be as simple as putting a big ass piece of vinyl across it, and just choosing out a cool color or something like that. Or they have vinyl called metallic aluminum, which looks kind of cool. I'd be spending my own money to do that. And I'm thinking, I'd rather do one of the grinder finishes because my boss has a grinder and he has the pull-a-fan discs to do it. I just got to find the time. And if you're any fan of this show, y'all know that I don't have time for that crap. What I have on board maybe weighs 4,000 pounds, so I'm going to be able to get the blast through everything. It's going to be fun. What do we got going on here? Oh, that looks like a trash convoy. We got something else going on up here. We got some stoppy stop. Huh. Well, I turned on the camera to say something else and then I caught this. And so far, I can't even see what the problem is. I don't think it was this guy breaking down and pulling over because they've already got triangles out. He's got tires off, and yeah, it wasn't him. Weird. Maybe somebody dropped a pencil in the ground and like everybody's like, oh, it's a pencil. Oh my God. Pencil. Well, we still got some issues going on up here, so it's not, I just can't see what the problem is. And it's not just volume. This is the wrong time of day for volume. Unless all of you idiots are late for work. Which wouldn't surprise me. I mean, the afternoon rush hour in Denver starts pretty damn early. Like 2 o'clock. I'm like, how are you guys getting off work at 2 o'clock? I have a license for that. Yeah, this is not normal. This isn't even normal for summertime going up the mountains operations on Monday morning. There's something going on here, and I have not figured it out yet. I was getting kind of hungry coming into the valley, so I decided to stop at Johnson's Village for maybe a little bite to eat and maybe top off some fuel. That was not one of my smartest ideas. Well, damn it, so much for my kids going back to school theory. Maybe it's just my district that went back to school. And mine is the only district that went back to school. Because there are teenagers and kids and people everywhere. I wanted to top off some fuel, but yeah, go right ahead, sir. Fucking California's that way. Yeah, it's hard to get around today. I should have kept on driving. I mean, it's not quite 12:30 yet, so I mean, I'm doing pretty good on time, but the one instance where time is not really a factor for me. Yeah, I was in that store and I'm waiting in a line, and so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do something else. And I'm walking around the store, and every time I turned the corner, there was somebody there. So I'd bounce off of that, and I'd go to turn the corner, there was somebody standing there. And I was walking around in circles in the store, just trying to avoid people. I got to the point where I just said, you know what? I'll take my fountain soda and get the hell out of here. So that's what I did. I purchased a refill fountain soda and got the hell out of there. You know, it's not like I would have been able to get anything for lunch. You know, the crowd that was in there before me ate everything up. Earlier in the day, I was trying to come down Highway 285 past Fairplay and all that stuff. And we were locked up in a huge line of traffic, like maybe literally a mile long. And every time it turns like this, you can kind of see who the front runner is. Well, in this particular instance, it was a motorcycle rider who had traffic just backed up to death. And I'm like, what's going on with this guy, man? He's going like 10, 15 under. Well, apparently, stopping to get fuel and possibly get something to eat, I think I caught that guy again. Because if that's who I think it is, this guy, like the slowest motorcycle rider of all time. I'm not sure if he just got his motorcycle license, or if he's like super old and thinks he's going 400 miles an hour, or if he's high as angel tits and thinks he's going 400 miles an hour, or if he's old as shit and high as angel tits and thinks he's going 800 miles an hour. I'm not sure what this guy's story is, but he needs to get the hell out of the way. Yeah, that's the same guy. Son of a bitch. What is wrong with this guy? That boy has got no place to go and all day to get there. Wow. I'm leaving Crested Butte, and I checked my GPS, and it looks like we're going to get to Cedar Edge about 3 minutes after they close. So it being the stress-free day that we have, we're just going to stop short in Montrose and pick them up in the morning. Yes, I have to drive to Telluride, but then once I get to Durango, I'm going to be empty. So it's not like I'm going to be racing the clock there. It'd be kind of nice, because if I'm not mistaken, I saw a unit in the warehouse for Alamosa. I just didn't get any paperwork with it, so it wasn't going to go. Now, the 3 hand wraps that I have for the rest of the day are kind of big and clunky, so I can't just open the trailer door and hand them to somebody. One of them's a big fat thing of poplar, and the other one's a big honking bundle of these big chonky oak boards. And I'm like, I'd like to be able to just open the door and throw them, but nope, that's not happening. That order for Gunny was like some weird boards, man. It was like, I guess they call it 8 quarters. So it would measure exactly 2 inches with the rough surface still on it. Are you gonna, Mississippi, come on, bro. I can't just, wow, all right. But with the rough surface on them, well, that guy's insistent on getting in front of me. Now they measure boards all weird. For example, the way a 2x4 is measured is it's 2 inches by 4 inches before it runs through the mill to mill it down to its final shape, because it ends up being 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. And it just makes the math all dumb if you're not familiar with it. And I know I'm gonna catch a lot of hell from people in the comments. It's like, yeah, this is just second nature to me. You know, I just add the blah, 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 whatever, and yakety schmack. Now remember, my background is in apartment maintenance, so I hardly ever dealt with 2x4s. And I also come from the sign industry, where if you said 2x4 on the print, Jack, that's what you were getting. 2 inches by 4 inches. Man, I just never dealt with boards a lot. I'm still gonna get hate in the comments, but screw you guys. Tomorrow's stops are, I have to go over to Cedar Edge and drop some stuff off. I have 1 in Telluride, 2 in Durango, and then I can go home. Anyway, that's all I've got for you tonight. We'll see you in the next one.